Hi, thanks for joining me for another video from Counselor Tips. In this video, we're going to be covering the microcounseling skill confrontation. Now, for those of you that are uncomfortable with the word confrontation, we'll use challenge. So either confrontation or challenge. Before we go on, please let me clear up what confrontation is. Confrontation doesn't mean that you are aggressive. It does not mean that you have to be a bully with how you present it. You're just pointing out or confronting a discrepancy or an incongruence. That's all that it is. So if you do it in multiple ways that I'm going to show you, it can be a very effective tool, and it helps clients clear up some of the places where they have an internal or external or both discrepancy. So hang in there as we cover in this video the use of confrontation, or otherwise known as challenge. So clients often come into counseling with discrepancies or incongruence. That is, that they think one thing and they think something else, or they think one thing and they say something else, or they feel one way and they feel a different way at the same time, or they choose a certain behavior but it doesn't match their feeling, or they choose a certain behavior and it doesn't match their values, or they say that they have certain values but they actually have different beliefs. Nonetheless, with all those examples, you get the idea, right? So a person can feel two things at the same time, and it can create conflict internally. Or a person can have values about something, but then behave in a way that is incongruent with their values, thus creating a conflict. I like to think of it and often describe it in counseling as like the Grand Canyon, right? There's these two vast, distinct sides that the client is trying to navigate a deep chasm between the two. And as a result, the client will get stuck in their thoughts or their feelings or their life or in relationships or so on, because they're conflicted. That means that they have some kind of inconsistency or incongruence or a discrepancy. And so the skill confrontation is there to help the client gain insight about this internal and or external conflict and highlight it and bring it to their attention. This is the reason the skill confrontation or challenge is considered an insight skill. So there are 3 stages in counseling, which is in a different video, but the middle stage where we mainly work is called insight. And when we use the skill challenge or confrontation, the whole point of it is to help the client gain insight of where they are conflicted or they have a discrepancy, so that they can resolve the conflict or the incongruence and move on to a place where they can work towards change. While a person is actively inconsistent or incongruent, they remain stuck, whether it's in the counseling session with you or in their life, or both. We want to use confrontation in ways that are not confrontive. Okay, so don't get confused about the word. The word doesn't mean you have to have a behavior like that, okay? So I often use it in a way where it sounds like I'm just flat out dumb or confused, and it works effectively. But sometimes it is confusing, so I'm not being dishonest. It is just a skill to help a client gain insight so they make movement towards why they came, which is change. So here's an example. A client may share with me, that they have a certain belief, but then their behavior is one that is placating a person in their life. And so it is not reflective of their beliefs. So I might say a confrontation such as this. Okay, so I'm kind of confused. So you tell me that your beliefs are A, but then you're doing this behavior with so-and-so? Help me understand how that matches. That doesn't sound aggressive at all, right? Doesn't sound confrontive. Another example might be, okay, wait, so you say that you feel this way, but then you're choosing to act like this. Am I hearing you correctly? Tell me how that ends up getting you towards your goal. When we do a confrontation, we can often just leave it in the lap of the client, meaning we state the confrontation or challenge to the discrepancy and we just let it lay, or we can follow up with a very simple open question which facilitates an opportunity for a client to explore it further. Either way, a confrontation can be done with a soft voice, a soft presentation, and remembering your goal as a counselor is to highlight to the client that they have some internal and or external conflict and that there is a discrepancy in what they're sharing. If you want to know more about the skill confrontation, please consider looking into a book that I offered. It's called Skills Made Simple, Microcounseling Skills for Counselors. And along with the book are matching videos. And in the video for confrontation, you will see it used in context. That means that there's a snippet of a counseling session between a counselor and a client, and then it's used out of context, meaning that it is magnified or targeted on the skill confrontation. Either way, look for discrepancies in your friends and family members that are in your life and practice gently reflecting back the discrepancy or incongruence so that you can learn to use this skill effectively. Try not to be intimidated by it because confrontation is a very impactful skill when used correctly and can facilitate the client in making monumental change or movement in their counseling session. If you found this video helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you're learning from this channel, please consider subscribing and turn on the bell so you get notified when I have a new video. I'll see you soon.